Howdy ho, everybody. I am Donut, and I'm here with my fiance.
Thermite.
I've seen South Park up season 20-something.
I'm watching it blinds.
This is, of course, a Black Lives Matter, All Cops Are Bastards, and Trans Rights supporting channel. You better be supporting that shit too, or you can go the fuck home. This is Season 6, Episode 6, Professor Chaos.
Okay. I imagine this is going to be very sci-fi.
Okay.
Maybe a... Oh, what is the name of Marlon Brando knockoff man?
Dio Brando?
No, the one in South Park.
Oh. I don't know. Who are you talking about? Oh, you mean, Mephisto.
Yeah.
I was thinking of, like, a... Yeah, Mephisto.
In that case, I'm imagining, like, a rival for Dr. Mephisto.
Okay.
Who just kind of shows up and does wacky stuff.
Yeah. Haven't gotten Dr. Mephisto in a long time.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, if you want to see the full length of this, check it out on Patreon below for $4 a month. That might be one of my favorite endings to any South Park episode ever.
That is such an incredible ending.
It's such a good joke.
Yeah.
What would you rate the episode?
I'll give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Really? Okay. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I really love this episode. The only, like, the baseball game thing felt kind of like padding.
Yeah.
That didn't really, there was a pip joke and that's it. But, other than that, I think it was 9 out of 10.
And the Bachelor stuff in general is kind of just to me.
Really, I like that a lot, Just, I like anything that makes fun of The Bachelor. I don't know why it's always funny to me. It's one of those things where, like, it's not the fact that it's a parody of The Bachelor.
Uh-huh.
Like, if I watch The Bachelor, it's also funny.
Okay.
Like, The Bachelor is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way that it's edited, where it's like, the editors know what they're doing when they're like, I'm the most unique person on the world, and they cut to 3 other people that have the exact same talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just find The Bachelor and Bachelorette and all those shows to be equally as funny.
Yeah. Like, I found this to be about equal to The Bachelor, and I'm just kind of about it.
Sure. Do you mean like you're on The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it's alright. It's a solid 5 out of 10.
I mean, like, I think The Bachelor is definitely worse than something like Jerry Springer.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, Jerry Springer is, like, mostly, like, actors, or like, Maury Povich is, like, mostly actors or whatever, whereas The Bachelor is just people ruining their lives.
Yeah, but it feels about as edited, if not more. Like, it's fairly heavily scripted as well.
Sure, but, yeah, I guess I don't know, enough about that.
Yeah, like, with Maury, at the very least, it's so over the top that I find some entertainment value in that. Whereas with The Bachelor, it hits this weird mix of, like, it's kind of exploitative, but it's also kind of just
I mean, I find them both equally as funny. I just think that The Bachelor is more exploitative than Jerry Springer. Like, Jerry Springer is exploiting other people, but I guess exploitative is not the word I'm looking for. I guess the word is just like, the consequences are worse for The Bachelor versus, like, Jerry Springer. For the most part. Most of the stuff that would have bad consequences in Jerry Springer is completely scripted.
Right. But yeah, I definitely enjoy, like, Bachelor-style series that are a bit more turned up, like Flavor of Love, more so than The Bachelor itself.
No, I that sort of stuff I can't watch at all because it's, like, infuriating. It's got to be at least bad. Like, it's got to have, like, it's got to be very obviously bad. Whereas, like, those shows I feel like are just, I don't know, it's something completely different entirely.
Okay.
Like, not in a good way, but just in a, like, it's barely television now. It's more like a runway thing.
Okay.
Is what it feels like for those shows. Like, it feels like I'm watching, like, a, like a show where people make dresses or something. Like, one of those kind of shows, as opposed to, like, a Bachelor-Bachelorette kind of show. It feels less about the people being chosen and more about the theatrics of it all.
Sure.
But, yeah, I guess I don't have anything else to say about that, just that I find Bachelor stuff disgusting. I mean, I find any kind of stuff like that, like, not only like The Bachelor specifically, but I mean, like, that sort of stuff has been an internet thing now, where people do that. I mean, everything like that is disgusting. I think they made it a very good job of showing, like, how gross it was for them doing it for a friend, and yet we watch it when they do it for, like a relationship or something. And, yeah, it's just, it's just extremely fucked up.
Yeah. Professor Chaos himself, fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, talk about the episode overall, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I am a sucker for the villain that isn't very good, / the extremely petty villain archetype.
Yeah.
And Butters fits into that so well.
Oh, absolutely. He's a masterful, like, that kind of villain.
Yeah. Like, the thing that really sells it is the fact that there is no breaking of character for him. Like, he does fundamentally believe that this is evil.
I mean, to be fair, so does the world. The world expects that they're going to die.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is also how it works so well because, it is so dumb, but everybody believes it immediately.
Yeah. Like, if they were playing along and they knew that he was Professor
Chaos.
Professor Chaos, yeah, it would definitely be, like, so low to me.
Yeah.
The fact that everyone believes it and that Miss Chokes on Dick does not recognize that Butters and Professor Chaos are the same person. Like, that is what really elevates it to me.
Yeah. I definitely agree. Don't have much more to add to it aside from that, but it is just a classic joke. I absolutely love it. Butters as Professor Chaos is great. Also, Dougie, I really like as his sidekick as General Disarray. Yeah, he was the kid from the... I can't remember what the fuck the episode's name was at all, but...
It was one where they were just in the basement, right?
Yeah. But I cannot... It was the meteor shower one. Dougie wanted to be a news reporter. It was the Waco, parody thing. I don't know why I can't remember the name of the episode, but whatever. How did you, the whole friend aspect of it, like that whole part of the episode? Talk about that.
Sure. So, I really do hope they do commit to this. Like, I do like this season is the Kenny's dead for realsies, so we need a friend season. And I think even the OP, like, first of all, I really did think they were going to go for Timmy, based entirely on the OP.
Yeah.
Like, because it is Timmy focus and then Butters at the very end. So it makes sense if it's Butters first and then Timmy for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So, quite surprised that they didn't go for Timmy.
We had a lot of Timmy last season.
Mm-hmm. And I think they can do, like, one or two more friend things. Or, like, switching between friends before it gets kind of old.
So, what is your prediction at the end of the episode with what they said?
I mean, I think they're gonna... I don't remember who it was. Who was it?
Let's watch it again. So...
I think they could do a few episodes of Tweak.
Okay. I mean, like, what is your actual prediction? For both of them. For Tweak and Chokes on Dick.
I mean, they gotta commit. If they don't, they suck. I mean, that's just reality.
Okay.
If they don't commit, that's just bad television.
I would agree.
So Tweak, I mean... Not permanently, but I think he'll be their friend for another, 4 episodes, maybe. And then, he'll die or something.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be a permanent from now until the end of the series thing.
What do you, okay, so you're saying, they're going to have to stick with Miss Chokes on Dick dying. How do you think they're going to handle that? Going forward? What will the repercussions be? How will they handle it? Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, we're kind of out of teachers already, so I guess they'll need a new teacher. I don't think her dying is going to be a specific, a arc thing. If anything, it might be that Butters killed her, but I'm not totally sure how.
The ozone.
Like she drowned, or the ozone layer, or she was dating one of the 2 guys who ordered the soup, and then we didn't see her on the other side of the booth, and then she had the soup and died.
But I do love that the find out if this is gonna happen next time. It works so well because it really does feel like that could have been a whole part 2 as well. It works so well because of that.
I mean, South Park's done plenty of multi-parters already, so I completely accept I guess this is just a multi-parter.
Yeah. Really love it.
Yeah.
No, Tweak Miss Chokes on Dick.
It was so rapid fire that I also did not process any of the information.
Yeah, you're just okay.
What?
If you had to choose a boy to replace Kenny, who would you pick?
I mean, Butters is so good. But assuming you can't do Butters, then
would you have picked Butters?
Probably. I really like his dynamic right now.
I mean, they weren't picking between Butters, but I mean, as a showrunner, if you were to kill off Kenny, you would want to Butters permanently.
I probably wouldn't have said that in last season, but based on everything we've seen of Butters this season, he has been cemented as a really, really fun character, and he's so multifaceted. There's so much you can do with him while still doing the one joke over and over if you want to.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say because there's like multiple levels of like if I say something, then you're gonna know that I don't know what that dynamic would be like,
Right.
or something. So I'm going to abstain.
Gotta abstain.
I got to abstain, but maybe later, way later down the line, when we finally catch up, I'll reveal. But I think that would be interesting. Way later down the line.
Yeah. And to be fair, I have no idea how a tweak dynamic with the rest of the boys could possibly work in a, like, extremely extended format. Because he's got the initial joke of he's super, excitable, and he is, you could easily take advantage of him. I can definitely see them taking advantage of him. Whereas, like, someone like Token, for instance, I cannot see Token being a stable fourth member.
Because he is very, like I said, he is like Cartman,
Yeah.
not as bad. Like, he's not bad, but he is very heated. He is very willing to stake his ground and be like, no, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah. He has too much, like, he cares about himself too much.
Yeah.
You need someone who doesn't care about themselves enough.
Yeah. Token has too much what do I try to say?
Confidence?
Yeah, self-confidence, I guess.
Yeah. Whereas, like, even Timmy and Jimmy, like, they also have too much self-confidence for that role.
Yeah. It's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tweak is... It makes sense why they chose Tweak, because while we have had, like, the other boys around the boys, which is weird to say, the other, like, class boys around the four boys, they haven't been in exactly a, like, the other boy role. Besides, Pip has, Tweak has, and Butters has.
Yeah.
Timmy, even so, not really.
Not really.
We also have brought back some characters like Jason, do you remember who Jason was?
I have no idea who Jason is.
Jason was one of the boys who hung around with Mephisto's son.
Okay.
Or his grandson, I guess. I don't think it was his son. It was either his grandson or his uncle or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we also had, I'm pretty sure his name was Luigi. I will check on this.
Okay.
They called him Luigi.
Yeah, they called him Luigi this time.
I'm pretty sure his name is Luigi.
We had Damien.
We had Damien. We had Doogie was brought back. Or Dougie. Is it Doogie or Dougie? I can't remember how they said it. And I know both are valid. I've heard Doogie before.
No idea.
Either way, I really like the amount of characters they had brought. Tally came back as well. Really weirdly.
Yeah.
Also, Pip got to have some lines again.
Yeah.
Craig and Clyde both, got to have roles again.
Yeah, it was a nice mix of characters.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't fully understand is the rationale for most of the boys moving forward.
What do you mean?
Like, it feels like maybe 2 out of every round was like, it was very clear within the round. Like, okay, this is why this person was here. This is why this person was let go. Like, that's why I wasn't super surprised when Pip wasn't in the final thing, because he was the only one to do something negative.
Sure.
Yeah, like at the baseball thing, I mean.
Yeah, but they let him go way after the baseball game. Like, he was on the table and they were talking about him like they were going to choose him.
Right.
And they eliminated one person from the final group.
Yeah.
Really weird, but whatever. Actually, I guess, no, was Tally there? No, Tally was there. I believe. Yeah, Tally was there. So it was just Pip that was just... Why? What were you saying, by the way? About, like, you didn't understand their logic throughout?
Yeah. Like, I do get why we would have this lineup of 5 people at the very end. Like, I get that from a character perspective.
Yeah.
But from a selection process, it is a weird, like, what? How did Tally last as long? Every time we've seen anything involving Tally in this selection process, it has been...
all bad, yeah.
Yeah. They don't like him.
Yeah, I also felt like it was real weird, like, in that regard. But, yeah. It was easy to let it go.
Mm.
Also, I said that Jason was one of the friends of Terrence Mephisto, or Mephisto's, like, kid or grandson or whatever the hell. Actually, no, that's not true. That's Bill Allen and Fosse McDonald, who are the 2 kids that hang around Terrence.
So who's this?
This is Jason. This is Jason. This is the first time we're seeing him. This is Jason. We've seen him in the background sometimes, but
okay.
I mean, They didn't do the. They didn't. I don't think they want to do the same joke again. Like, this was like, these are characters that have been in the background the whole time. But they did that joke with Dog Poo mainly, of the Dog Poo has been here since season 1, episode 1. He's had so much prominence in terms of character design. Like, he is always at the front of the crowd. I have said it's Dog Poo so many times. They have mentioned him as... I don't know if they've named him as Dog Poo in the show yet or not. I feel like they have, but I don't actually know.
Because I definitely don't recognize the name, even though you have said it multiple times.
Yeah. He's been in the background. Oh, Mark, the homeschooled kid, was here.
Oh.
Didn't see him, but yeah, he was here.
Okay.
Also, it was Loogie. It was not Luigi. It was Loogie. They cannot get these names correct. How hard is it to just look at your old episode?
I guess they didn't have a series Bible at this point.
My God. I like, going through South Park now, I have finally found a creator that I am more frustrated with than Araki, than Hirohiko Araki, in terms of constantly forgetting everything and refusing to check something. Oh, I didn't even catch that. But Eric actually called Dog Poo a prop this episode.
Okay. So mean.
I mean, dude, man, that is what he is. Also, the bus stop scene was amazing.
Yeah.
Once again, honorable mention to the bus stop scene. So good. Also, this is Dog Poo's first speaking role, so if they said his name before, I don't know. But this is his first speaking role.
Okay.
Did you know that the music at the parts of the friend choosing game might be a reference to the music from Friends? It might. We're not sure. It wasn't close enough to be able to tell. That was like one note off.
Yeah.
On the newspaper, it did say flying frogs put this year's crops in danger, which might be a reference to It Hits the Fan. But, I mean, that was at the very beginning of last season.
Right.
Oh, that was Two Naked Guys in a Hot Tub. The episode where Dougie or Doogie was first introduced. I kept thinking, like, it's not that episode, because that was the episode with 2 men in the hot tub.
Right.
But no, that was the same episode.
I get...
It was such a crazy AV plot.
It's such a strong A plot that if you told me to recap the episode, I would have not said a B plot at all.
Yeah. But okay, so that was that episode.
I guess to be fair, what other episode would have had a basement of the 3-parter?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
the whole point of that was the adults were all hanging out, and so the kids had to go to the basements.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The other, because I couldn't think of what the other episode was. But the other episode was Cartman and Stan's sister, Shelly. Like with the cat situation.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Also, he was selected for the final 6. Pip was, but he was also not there for the swimsuit competition either.
Huh?
They said everybody who has a rose, please proceed to the swimsuit competition, and Pip did not.
That just seems like sloppy editing.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Once again, after the baseball game, Cartman did tell Pip leave, and they still had his picture and were considering him after that. So I don't know what is going on with Pip this episode. Also, yeah. Once again, they can't even. They won't even look at the episode. I didn't even think about it when we were watching this, but yeah, there's 5 boys right here, and they're saying, okay, between the 4 of you, and then also they say we gathered 21. They say, they say we gathered 20 contestants here today when there are 21 in the shot. Both times they got the number wrong.
What in the world? I wonder if
also,
sorry,
2 times in this episode. They have said, like, okay, here's, you get a rose, you get a rose, you get a rose. And while they're doing that, someone in the background has had a rose when they were not supposed to have a rose. Damien had a rose at one point, and Craig also had a rose at one point.
What in the world?
Yep. This episode is real bad with the goofs. Real messed up.
I was going to say, for the other number problems, maybe it's that they were looking at the number of chairs, and, like, they had to composite Timmy in later, because he has his own wheelchair.
Maybe.
Because that would explain them the 20 chairs.
Yeah. But, yeah, that would explain that, but it doesn't, change it.
Yeah.
But, alright, that is it for this episode. We will see you guys for the next episode. Simpsons already did it.
Oh boy!
See you guys for that. Till then, get the fuck out of here.